Here is La Familia Hort. There's your design team, your designer and your artist. This copy comes to us from Grand Gamers Guild. Let's flip this over. In an eccentric farmer's family, 4 grandchildren compete to inherit their ghost grandmother's land. Plays 40 minutes, 2 to 4, 14 and up. There's all that information. Let's get this open and see what's inside. Alright, so there is the box lid. Let's get this open. Let's look at the directions. Here's your game components. The basic tiles versus the red moon tiles. Flip this open. Your description of your player mats. Goal of the game and game modes. Like all this, game sequence, steps of a round. I'll walk you through all that after we do all the stuff that's inside. There's your advanced mode, and that gives them special abilities. And there's your front again. Alright, so what else do we have in here? Alright, we have your coins. That's currency. You also have your score markers for your characters, and the 5 water markers in case you go to 5 water. Here are your water cubes and your dirt cubes or fertilizer. Here are your characters. Or sorry, these are the tiles you flip over, 1 each round, that show the various things that you'll be doing in that round. And there you go. And they all have that same basic background. Let's flip those over. You have your red moon tiles, you have your basic tiles. I'll get those laid out and show those to you. And then here are the player boards. So here shows your characters. So you got, this is a side with a special power. There's your basic side. You have spots for 9 crops. Basic side. Or sorry, basic side. His special power is right down there. Special side. Basic side. Special side. And basic side. Alright, let me get those tiles laid out. Alright, here's your tiles. Let's start with the basic ones. They say a few things. This is how much it costs to purchase them. That's how much water it's going to need to be fully done. There's for you to fertilize it, and this is how much you sell it for. The first number is if it's just water, the second number if it's watered and fertilized. As you can see, some of them give you actual points instead. And then these darker border ones are animals or utensils. So the B is if you have a flower in your garden, you get 2 coins. The hen is if you watered it and then you discard a completed plant, you're going to get a point. So a few different types of flowers and vegetables. Then here are the red moon ones. The watering can gives you 2 extra water. The worm compost bin thing gives you an extra fertilizer. You can store fertilizer there. Normally you can't. And the scarecrow is just worth points. The diabolical goat's like the hen, except it gives you 2 points when you do it. Okay, so there are your tiles. Let's get into how to play the game. Alright, here we have set up for a 2-player game of La Familia Hort. What you're going to do is you're going to set aside the coins. We have the 1s and the 5s. You have your water, you have your fertilizer, and you have your 5 water counter tokens. This is the bank. You're going to mix your normal tiles. You're going to mix your red moon tiles up in separate piles. Put them face down. You're going to choose a player randomly. You're going to give them this wooden bordered start token. And they'll be the starting player. Then you are going to have each player take a player mat and their little score token, put on the 0, and you're going to choose if you want to play with the advanced side, which shows the power, or the basic side. So let's go with the basic side for now. I'll explain the advanced after this. Then each person is going to take 7 coins from the bank. You're going to shuffle the remaining 5 round tiles, put them face down, and then from the stack of basic tiles, you're going to put out a certain amount of tiles based on player count, which is also depicted on this. So in a 2-player game, it's 5 per player, so 10 tiles total. You are then ready to begin the round. The game is going to play over a varying amount of rounds until the end of game trigger happens, which we'll explain in a moment. But the steps of the round, you're just going to be following from left to right on this tile. So the first thing would be to put out more tiles in the middle. We've already done that for this one. Next is you are going to be purchasing from out here, from the market. To purchase from the market, you're going to go back and forth, each person buying one until they pass or out of money. So you're going to look at the point or the coin value up there, and that's how much you're going to spend. So say I want this eggplant or aubergine. I would spend 1 coin, and I'd put it in one of my 6 spots. Earlier I said 9. I forgot it's just a 2x3, so it is 6. I'll have notated that earlier as well. Then your opponent will go, possibly buy a tile, then I'll come back to you, and you can go, I'm going to spend 3 for this crazy hen, and then get the 2 change. Your opponent might buy something, so say they have bought these, and then you'll go ahead and spend 1 to get your corn, like so. And then say they buy this, and then we'll go ahead and buy the sunflower, like so. So that is it. Going back and forth buying until everyone's out of money or has passed. After you purchase, you are then going to fertilize. Each player receives a fertilizer from the bank, like so. And then the arrow points to who you're going to give this to. So in this instance, you are going to fertilize one of your opponent's plants. So we'll just say they fertilize my corn, like so. If it's pointing towards you, then that is when you will be fertilizing your own. After you fertilize, you're going to then water. You're going to receive the amount of water as depicted on here. So that is 4 water. Then once you receive the water, you can put 1 water per crop. You cannot put 2 on a crop. So I could go like this, and then if I don't want to water my hen right now, you can take 1 and put it on your apple tree. After you do the watering, you're then going to go to sale. You're going to look at your crops and see if anything is ready to be sold. It'll be ready to be sold if it has been completely watered. So my eggplant is not. My corn is. So I will remove these. It was also fertilized, so I get 2 coins, like so. And this goes back to the market, and I get 1 coin for watering my apple tree. So that would be all the coins I would get for that sale. And that is the end of the round. After you finish the round, this stack goes to the next player. They will flip over the next tile, and then you'll do as it says. So this one is, when you do this, you put out 1 tile per person playing. Then you do the sale. This is again fertilize your opponent. You're only getting 2 water and sales. Sometimes you might get this one. In this instance, you go to this pile, and again 1 per player. Sale, you're fertilizing your own, 5 water, and then the sale. You're going to play until the 3 red moons show up. So it is a varying number of rounds between 3 or 4 and 6, because you'll start with that one. So if all 3 of these come up right away, the game will end after that round. Or you can play up to 6 if this is the last tile to come up, as it would have been in this game. So again, when that 3rd one comes up, the game will end at the end of that round. You're going to get any experience points recorded on here, because as you get your points, you're going to move along this track. You're going to get 1 point for every coins you have left, and whoever it has the most coins wins. Couple things I want to point out. The hen, the watering can, the bee and such will never leave your garden, so they will be taking up spot on here. So let's go over that advanced mode really quick. So on the advanced side, each person has a special power, and then you'll notice as you move along here, you'll get stuff. So here you're going to get a coin, here you get a water, here you get a fertilizer, and then you go back and continue on again. Also, as I said, each person has a special power. So in this instance, this is Jorge Hort, and then after the fertilizer step, I can take a fertilizer counter from the bank and fertilize one of my crops or store it in the compost bin. If I do, he'll have to do the same with another player whenever possible. So there are 3 other characters, each with their own different power if you play on the advanced side. But that is a basic how to play of La Familia Hort. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you will go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell on the channel. That would be much appreciated. So until next time, plant some crops.